fill the stands at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, our draw features two from the AFC. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. Starting from the 5. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Offense to the line. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. From the gun, Johnson. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins of an NFL team as a young quarterback, you want the game to slow down, and the only way it slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they will be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Third and long for him here. It is cut left side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
They'll run here on first down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion is not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Eagles, 60 go.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't moving out. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. It's fielded at the 14. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few bluebirds.
They're throwing it. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jet side. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got them some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Brought in right side. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They gain 11 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He's going to throw it again. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Bass's kick is good. And that will add to their score.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
He fields it from the 8. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll go play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Another punt coming up. Austin McNamara to again do the honors. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Going with a screen to Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Now here comes the New York offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jets. 1st down.
Plowing up the middle. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Into traffic, complete! And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
The 34-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the red zone on 1st. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's forced that bounds after picking up about 7.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Throwing it again here. Forced out to his right. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets start to fight back with their first points of this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That's caught at the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. Bass on for the extra point.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Jets 7.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers. And here they go to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets offense now set to take over. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Option give here. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut. It'll be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. Only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion. Check back. What you got?
He's going to throw it. Finds the in route complete. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Jets take their first time out. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. They'll toss it to Johnson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate? Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did. Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Jets headed out on offense late in this first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, try to trim that lead. New set of downs for him from the 31. Back to work after throwing the pick. Looking right, and he finds him. And this one doesn't go far.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Hits him on the end stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. First and 10 now from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Making some progress here. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. On first down, they'll run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So they're left facing third and long.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And he has it near the sideline and near the marker. So the Jets disagreeing with the call on the field, and yep, they're going to have them take another look at it.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
They go play action on first down. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Into the line, this is first and 10.
That's another Jets. First down. First and 10.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he goes out of bounds. That's Mike Tomlin, never afraid to tell the officials how he feels, and he's got the challenge flag out. They get 23 on that one. And that will set up first and goal.
After review
Mike Tomlin shaking his head. That challenge is unsuccessful.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Line of scrimmage once again. That 7-yard line as they get set. Second and goal.
At the Steelers' 7-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Third and goal. They need 3 yards here.
It's now third and goal.
Up in the air here. Touchdown, New York. The Jets cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Jets get it back to within 6.
Steelers 20. Jets 14.
All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, play action. Throw left side finds Fryermuth. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Steelers first down. A gain of 15. And the Steelers...
It's Metcalf running the slant. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Now get to Johnson, coming right. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a 2-score game. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
First down.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Third down. And 4 yards to go.
Looking to throw here. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And they come up big on third down there with the sack. On now comes their punter. They could really use a good one here. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jets out to begin another drive. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
34-yard line.
Back to throw now. And steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up second down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Back to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception. And some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Here's a throw. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Let's go. Head to 60. Head to 60.
Dropping back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Drive play straight ahead. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Pass play coming here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the relief. And it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Third and long. They're going to throw. This one falls incomplete.
Great, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent. His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick, or send it deep.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. To the air on 3rd and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down now, ball at the 33. Hand off to the back. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now off the play action. Hits him on the out route. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Gain of 26 yards there. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They're going play action. Hits his running back. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Option design here. So the change of pace to the tight end. He isn't going to yield anything. Stop for no gain. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, being evenly matched at the line may sound like a draw, but that's an absolute win defensively. They absorbed a huge push and did not get driven back an inch.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's the handoff. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
From the red zone on 1st. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6. At the Steelers' 11-yard line.
I'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
He'll throw it. On target to Helm. And he has the New York touchdown. The Jets come through to tie it in the 4th. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Fielded at the 7. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Steelers offense headed out. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Steelers trail by just 1. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. He is to throw. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Dropping this underneath. Johnson. On the move, past the 40. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. The Jets take their first time out. They look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing now. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Big moment for Tyler Bass here. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash.
A 45-yard attempt.
That one is good. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minutes.
You know what I love about that kick? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Back to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. Go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here he is to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Desperation time here. He connects downfield. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He finds Harry, right side. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's another Jets 1st down.
Now we get a timeout, and with just 2 seconds left, this game has set us up with an incredible ending. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now out comes the second-year kicker in one of the biggest spots of his young career. This only a chip shot from the right hash. So the win goes to the Jets. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away.
time to deal with the drama.